You are probably watching this video right now because you're working a boring 9 to 5 job that you hate. And maybe you're thinking about becoming a real estate agent. So just 5 years ago, I was in that same predicament. And I made the leap of faith and I did become a real estate agent. And it was one of the best decisions I ever made. So in this video, I'm going to uncover 5 reasons why you should become a real estate agent. My name is Chris Lynch. Welcome to my channel. Here we talk about real estate, personal finance, and entrepreneurship so that you can focus on becoming the best version of yourself so that you can unlock financial freedom. Okay, so quitting a 9 to 5 job can be scary. You're probably used to the consistent paychecks coming in and it's very comfortable. It can get very comfortable being a 9 to 5 employee. I remember just 5 years ago, I was in that same spot. And I was starting to get comfortable, but at the same time, I knew I wanted more. So I explored the option of starting businesses and I came across real estate. And real estate, it had mixed reviews. Some people were saying it's a great idea, it's a great business to get into. Other people were saying very negative things about it. So I wanted to make this video series to go over the pros and cons of becoming a real estate agent. So in this video, I'm gonna uncover 5 reasons it's good and it's a good idea to become a real estate agent. Okay, so let's dive into number 1. This might be the most obvious reason to get into real estate, and that's the big commission checks. The big commissions attract so many agents into this business because let's face it, the shows you see on TV glamorize the real estate career as, agents going around showing properties, networking, and making giant checks. If you watch $1 Million Listing, you probably see the agents going around collecting $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 commission checks. And that's just super exciting. So I want to go over that. When I first got into real estate, I didn't know what to expect. And let's just be honest, real estate commission checks are really big. I have a friend of mine in my market that he hustled really hard and he got a listing, beautiful listing. It was a luxury listing. It was listed just under $2 million. And he really did a great job doing marketing. He hustled, he put together events, and he really pushed the property hard and he sold it. And I remember talking to him, and the day that he sold that property, he was just waiting for the commission check to come out because and neither have I've never seen a check so big in my life. It was a massive check. I've seen agents collect $75,000 commission checks. And that's just mind-blowing. You sell one property and you make $75,000. And not every deal is going to be that way. It depends what market you're in. But even a very standard real estate commission is big. $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000. So being in real estate, you have opportunities to really make huge commissions. And that's one of the big upsides to being a real estate agent. Okay, so let's dive into reason number 2. This is the uncapped income. So as a real estate agent, your income isn't capped. I remember back when I was at a 9 to 5 job, I, always thought, even if I work super hard at this, and really if I put, my biggest effort in, I can't just walk in here and say, I want a raise of $50,000 or $60,000. My raises were at the discretion of somebody else. So your boss always has the ability to say, no, I'm not giving you a raise. And of course you can go out and try to find another job. But in reality, at a 9 to 5 job, you don't have a ton of control over your income. And that is a huge issue. That was a huge problem for me when I was at a 9 to 5 job. And that's something that you just don't face in real estate. So as a real estate agent, you really have the ability to go out, work really hard, and make things happen. So one thing about real estate, you have this ability to make as much money as you want. There's no glass ceiling. I always hear employees, people that work 9 to 5 jobs, saying that they have this glass ceiling over their income. They can't seem to get past this one certain mark. And the problem with a 9-to-5 job, as they say, there's a corporate ladder you have to climb. And that ladder oftentimes takes years to climb because unfortunately it's controlled by the higher ups. And if the higher ups don't want to promote you, then you're not going to get promoted. So it's a lot more, there's a lot more moving pieces to make more money at a 9-to-5 job. Whereas in real estate, your income is determined by how hard you work, how hard you hustle, and how smart you work. So this is a huge opportunity for ambitious people to go out there and make big money and get rid of that glass ceiling on their income. Okay, so let's dive into number 3. Number 3 is all about becoming your own boss. So as a real estate agent, you're self-employed and you are your own boss. So let me tell you a quick story. When I first became a real estate agent, I thought it was so cool that I no longer had to go in to, whoever my manager was at the time and say, hey, can I get some time off? Because now I was my own boss and I was able to make my own schedule. And this has pros and cons. Some people do really well with this, but other people struggle with it because you are your own boss, you get your own schedule. You also have to be conscious of that and you have to manage your time well. But you are your own boss. And if you want to go on vacation, you won't have to, get approval from somebody else. You can simply say, I'm going on vacation for 2 weeks and this is what's going to happen. And that's super powerful. And having that ability to call the shots in your life is huge. That's one of my favorite things about being a real estate agent is I literally can do what I want to do when I want to do it. So if I want to take a vacation, say I want to travel to Italy or I want to travel to Las Vegas or do something fun and unplug, I don't have to get the approval from somebody else to do so. Now, of course, you have clients and you have to be responsible because you won't last in this business if, you don't treat your clients well and make sure they're taken care of. So always make sure that your clients are taken care of and don't just leave them hanging to go on some fun trip. You have to make sure that they come first or you won't have a business. But with that being said, you are your own boss. And if you want to take that trip to unplug and blow off some steam, you absolutely have the ability to do that. Okay, so let's talk about number 4. This is the investment opportunities. So in real estate, you're a local market expert. So you know your market, you know what's going on in your market, and you can really see when good deals come up. So when I first got into real estate, that was my main focus. I wanted to make a lot of money in commission so that I could take that money and then deploy it into investment deals to make long-term passive income. And this is a powerful thing. So as a real estate agent, you can go out there and you can hustle and you can make a lot of money. But just know that's active income. You're gonna have to get up every day and go hustle for that income. With passive income, you take the money that you're making from those commission checks, and if you buy the right deals and you buy the right investment property, you will have a passive income stream that grows over time. And eventually, that passive income, although it will build slow, but it will become so big that it will be a lot more than you ever could make with your active income. So let's just use an example. So say you're a real estate agent, you're starting out, you're making 10K a month. Say you're an awesome agent, you're doing $10,000 or $15,000 a month in profit. Well, you buy your first investment property 1 year. Say it makes $1,000 a month, okay? You buy your second one the next year. That makes $1,000 a month. You buy a third one $1,000 a month, fourth one $1,000 a month. Over time, what's gonna happen is that passive income source is gonna take very little time to manage, and it's gonna supersede your active income because there are only so many hours in a day for you to go trade hours for dollars and hustle to make those commission checks. So being a real estate agent can be super lucrative. Just know, as a real estate agent, you're gonna see awesome opportunities on the investment side. And if you're a smart agent, you're gonna look at those opportunities and take them. So as a real estate agent, keep that in mind. The investment opportunities are there, and there's something that you should really seriously consider. Let's go into number 5. Number 5 is networking. So this one here is really cool, and a lot of agents, they just don't do it the right way. So I can say when I first got into the real estate business, I went to a ton of networking events. And through those events, I really have had the opportunity to meet some amazing people. So as a real estate agent, these networking events can add a ton of value to your life. And there's two ways that they add value. The very first way is, through networking, you're gonna meet people, you're gonna meet business owners, you're gonna meet investors, you're gonna meet other agents in your community that are just, crushing it. And because of this, you're gonna be around these people and you're gonna learn a lot from them. Secondly, you can meet a ton of good friends just from networking. A lot of my best friends to this day are people that I've met through the real estate community. So as a real estate agent, this is a huge opportunity to build relationships with people that have the same goals as you. Because, you know what they say, you become who you hang with. And I'm always looking to surround myself with great people who have awesome ethics, that are ethical, that are hardworking, that want to become the best version of themselves. And a lot of times you can meet those people in the real estate community, because let's face it, even if the person works a 9-to-5 job and they're just doing their thing, but they're spending time in the evenings to go to these real estate events, they're probably, very ambitious, because nobody that's not ambitious is going to spend their time after working a long day at work to go sit at a real estate networking event. So keep that in mind. There are a ton of good people that show up to real estate networking events. You'll meet all kinds of people, from business owners to investors to other agents to other professionals in the business. And it's definitely worth doing, because you're going to meet great people. And as you grow your network, your net worth will increase as well. So I hope this video answered some of your questions. Becoming a new real estate agent and leaving a 9-to-5 job can be super scary. I totally understand. I was there too. But this video is really in place to help you see some of the benefits of becoming a real estate agent, so that way you can weigh the pros and cons and see if this is really something that's for you. So if you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe. We have a lot more content coming on real estate, entrepreneurship, and personal finance to help you become the best version of yourself and reach the goal of financial freedom.